This is a tutorial video by Salcom Hong and Yunfei Shi for Accounting 386 BYU Hawaii. This video is abbreviation of an article named Tweaking the Numbers in Journal of Accountancy, written by Theo Callahan. There are three purposes of this video. First, we're going to teach you how to use a worksheet to illustrate graphically variable change in a scenario. Second one, the worksheet will show what if in real time. Third, after the tutorial, you will understand how to tweak the numbers in an effective way using the Excel skills we teach you. Now we open Excel spreadsheets. In order for you clearly to see and compare, we will open two spreadsheets. So we go to View, New Window, Arrange All, and then we click vertical, OK. So you can see two spreadsheets. Now we're going to name two sheets. First, we will name it Graph. We will name sheet 2 Data. Now we're going to label the cell. So we label the column B, labor, column D, capital, and for A2 we put outlay and profit margin, annual growth, and first year revenue. And we adjust the column. Now we need to label profit margin, capital, annual growth, make them to percentage. And then we can say C3 divided by 100. Now we have all the numbers in percentage. The reason why it's in percentage because for these three numbers, we want them to be in the whole numbers. In order to tweak the numbers in the Excel, we need the whole numbers. And then now we go to data sheet. We insert year and 1, 2, 3. We drag down the auto function and then year to 10, and we put labor and capital. Now we're going to do the formula in order to make connection with these two sheets. Now we go to labor and we're going to insert the formula, which is the first year revenue, B6. The reason why there's a graph because you refer another sheet. That means first year revenue times the first year growth times the labor profit margin and minus the labor capital outlay. And we hit enter. Now we do the formula for B3. Click it, and then this formula means accumulate profit, which is the graph cell B6, and from the current year, and then accounting for growth, and then we added to previous years. And then we hit enter. Now we're gonna set all the cells to currency and decimal 2 decimals and click OK. Now we go to C2 and enter the formula, which is a little bit same with the B2 cell. Is the first year revenue times first year's growth times the capital profit margin minus the labor capital outlay. So I made this wrong. Go back. What you need is to autofill from year 2 and capital to year 2.
Now since all the formula has been set up, so it's time for us to first add the controls. So in order to add the control, you need to work with this developer ribbons a lot. Most of the Excels actually they don't show this, so just go, or for simple Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel 2011, actually just right click on right here, this part right here, and you can go to customize ribbon, and then the column pop up, this Excel options pop up. So make sure you just click on, make sure you checked the developer right here, and then they'll lead you to the place. Now we just go to click on developer and click on insert. So right here we're going to use the spin button. Spin button, you can scroll the number up and down, so we need to use that a lot. Is on the bottom left of the format control. Just click on it, and then you go hold the control to make sure it's placed on perfect match with your spreadsheet, and then you can adjust. Make sure it's put perfectly into the cell right there. Now we're going to start adding value into this spin by right click on the spin, and then go to properties. So in the properties here you can add the values on it. For this, because you want link cell, we want that to be up here on B2. Just put B2 right here. And for maximum, we're going to put 1 million. Because we don't expect that our project will cost more than 1 million. So that's the minimum of our cost. And the minimum of our cost, we wanted 10,000 in this particular case. For small change, we're gonna put it also 10,000. And then the values over here, we keep it as it is because it's our initial value. So that's what we've done with the first spin. Now you will need to continue to do the same thing with the process, but I give the notice to that though. Just pay closely attention to the data that's given in the journal accountancy in this website. I'm going to pull it out. Actually it is this particular data, so you make sure in cell 3, we need to do cell 3, cell 5, C6, sorry, E6, E2 and E3. So these are the link cell and these are the value you're supposed to add into that small box, and that should be it. So you need to make sure that you put them all correctly and put it right, or the spin button won't work and the start tweaking the number won't work either. Now the next step, we're going to create graph. Before that, I'm going to adjust this by clicking this simply. So I'm going to adjust your value, and since you cannot do anything until you click off the design mode, so I click on here, will be off our design mode, and then I can go ahead and close one worksheet and just enlarge this one so that you can easily see. And to insert the graph, you just simply select on both of those and to go to insert, click on line here, and just take the first one. So our graph up here, and then actually we want to tweak the number, so we just copy this graph by click Control C or a Control C, or just right click and do a copy, and go to graph right here. I want to place that right there, and then Control V, then graph will appear, and see if you can start tweaking Like you start changing the first year revenue and you see your graph move. See your graph move accordingly, according to the number. But now since we start tweaking, we're gonna update and put some titles for our graph by simply clicking on the graph, and you go to here, disappear chart tools, just go to layout, and then click chart title, and so you want to put above the chart because it's easy to read, and just type the title in there. So in this case we want to compare labor and capital, so I put labor versus capital, and you can continue labor your axis, x-axis and y-axis as well, by go to layout, the same place, by go to axis title, and axis title we want to display it on the title below axis. Just click on that and the little box here will come, and this I'm going to put it as year, and you can do the same thing. We want to put on y-axis, just go to primary vertical axis title, actually that's the name, and you click on the rotated title right there, so it will come up, or you can just go ahead and type right here. In this case I'm going to put cumulative growth. I'll just enter right there and it will come. And I think